Hi, I am going to be doing my article presentation on an article that touches on teacher recruitment and retention in urban schools. This is something that I did my research proposal on, and it's something that I've become really interested in over the past few years. I became interested in this because there is such a high level of teacher turnover and turnover in education. I learned that nearly 50% of teachers leave teaching within the first 5 years, and that percentage is substantially higher in urban school districts. So when you're looking at urban school districts, teachers leave within the first 2/3 of new teachers leave within that first 5 years. And this is something that I've seen in my own personal life working um, in an urban school district and seeing the high level, the constant teacher turnover. And I especially became interested in this when I realized what this teacher turnover was really costing schools and students. So it affects schools academically and financially. So grade levels, studies have shown that grade levels with higher turnover score lower in both ELA and math, and that students in urban districts are twice as likely to have inexperienced or uncertified teachers. So not only is it costing students academically when teachers are constantly leaving and coming in, but it also costs schools financially. So US schools spend about $2.2 billion per year recruiting, hiring, and training new teachers. So this can be really detrimental, especially on urban and low income schools. So the article that I'm going to be talking about is one called Filling the Void, a Grounded Theory Approach to Addressing Teacher Recruitment and Retention in Urban Schools. And it was written by Meredith L. Ranowski. The paper or the study focuses around two major research questions. The first one is, can a qualitative methodology provide a rich and useful description of factors such as personality traits, motivations, and attitudes that impact teacher recruitment and retention in urban high need schools? And the second one is, can this qualitative description be used to generate an actionable model for teacher recruitment and retention in the schools, in the school typology? So I'm going to be focusing on the results of that first research question. What are those personality traits, motivations, and attitudes that make a successful urban teacher? But the article goes in depth answering that question too, and has actually created a model for recruiting and retaining that they recommend that administrators and schools use. But I will be focusing mainly on their findings for the first research question. So for this study, it was a qualitative study, and it used the grounded theory methodology. So it was used by collecting and analyzing qualitative data from 9 successful urban teachers using interview and observation protocols. The process included data collection, analysis, and interpretation, and at times, if possible, theoretical integration. So since this was a qualitative study, there's no formal hypothesis. And in this study, they identify high need schools the way it's defined by No Child Left Behind legislation. So using that definition that they were given from that. And then when they were identifying those 9 successful urban educators, they looked at different success criteria, which included high student achievement, leadership roles within the school, participation in student organizations, colleague recognition, and then the longevity of their career. So in high need schools, so more than 3 years in those schools. And then they interviewed